What's up, everybody? Man, I'm making a video because it's like that time where everybody's graduating and stuff. Congratulations. Woo, you did it. Those were probably during the 4 years, the slowest 4 years of your life. But now that you're done, looking at it, that shit was pretty fast, I bet you. Because I thought the same thing. I graduated 2 years ago. It doesn't feel like 2 years ago. It feels like last year, actually. Back in the good old days. But yeah, that was weird. That little breathe that thing I just did. Anyways, congratulations to everybody that's graduating. For real, that's a good accomplishment. Get out there, make something of yourselves. Do something good with your lives. Make Phil proud. Make Papa proud. But that brings me to another topic of like running into people after you graduate. After school, not like right after school, but a few years after school. I think that has to be one of the most exciting things in the whole wide world. I love running into people after I've graduated. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It's like a little rants in the background. But it's like, you know, what is this person doing with their life? Either they didn't change or they've changed drastically, like for the better, for the worse. Oh dang, like let me see what's going on. How many kids do they have? If they have kids, what's going on with this person? I think that shit is fun. It excites me. I don't know. I don't really have a life, and a lot of people think I'm a nerd, so it's not surprising. But the funniest, this actually, I came across this very situation the other day. I ran into somebody I went to high school with, and I was dumbfounded because in high school, this particular young man was timid, quiet, didn't talk barely at all, surely wasn't about that life, if you feel me. You see where I'm going? Yeah, not about that life. And just real like, oh, you're so quiet. Why are you so shy? You should probably come out of your shell, somebody like that. My God. This person now is a straight up thug. And to me, I'm like, I don't see how you could do that. Like, I don't personally see how you could go from being raised in the suburbs and being some quiet little timid child to this hardcore street knocking thug. I don't know. Either you were faking back in high school, which I doubt, or you're faking now. Either way, I think that shit's hilarious. It's like, hey, high school wasn't that long ago. People don't forget. Okay, remember that shit. But with that being said, I just thought that was funny. I thought it was something I'd share with the world. What else? Oh, I was reading the news today because I love to read the news. That is, no, you know what? That's funny. Like, that's not funny. I don't know. Whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. But people do change. Like, in high school, I didn't care about the news or school. And now I read the news and watch it just for shits and giggles. Like, that's what I do. Some people watch So You Think You Can Dance. I watch the news. I don't. Some people watch Jersey Shores. I read the newspaper. I don't know. It's just my own personal preference, I guess. Judge me if you want. Call me what you want. Just don't call me collect because that shit cost. Oh, but I still got jokes. Anyways, but yeah, I was reading the newspaper, and in like I believe it's Kansas or Missouri, um, there's a little 5-year-old girl who is a suspect in a murder investigation. Yes, a murder investigation. That means that they're looking at her for murdering somebody. And I was like, what? A 5-year-old? Like, I remember a while back, there was those kids in that classroom that plotted to kill their teacher, which was really, it was an elaborate plan. These kids have potential. They're definitely going somewhere. I can tell you that right now. Because those kids were in like second grade, I believe, and they had jobs like, okay, we're going to use the scissors to kill the bitch. And this is what they said. Okay, they didn't say bitch, but they said, we're going to use the scissors to kill her. And then you guys are going to use the ropes to hang her. And, just they had it all planned out, written down, plotted who was going to clean up, who was going to distract the other faculty. This was planned out to a T. Now, I don't really think that you should be mad at the kids because if all the kids in this class plan to kill that teacher. They went through that all that work just to plan out how to kill that one teacher. There's something wrong with the teacher. But back to the topic of this little girl who's 5 years old and being investigated for murder. She was being babysitted, baby watched. Somebody was watching her, and some little relative of hers that was 18 months. And the 16-year-old that was watching them fell asleep. And after she fell asleep, I guess the baby started crying. I don't know who can sleep through a baby crying. I know I sure as hell can't. I've tried many a times, and I just can't do it. But so anybody out there that can do that, I give you props because that's difficult. That takes a lot of not caring or either being high off your ass. I don't know. But yeah, so the little 5-year-old decided that the only way to get this baby to stop crying was going to be to take it to the bathtub, fill the bathtub, and then put the baby's head underwater until it stopped crying. Wow. Wow. And now they're like, well, we can't really decide. At 5 years old, she doesn't understand, the finality of death. And, she can't really tell. I completely agree with that. You know what I mean? At 5 years old, I didn't know what death. At 5 years old, I thought if your heart was beating, that you were dying. I thought that's what that meant. When I used to watch, like, Trauma in the ER and stuff with my mom, that's the kind of shows I used to watch when I was little. Thanks, Mom. Really, thank you, because now I'm all interested in medicine and all that stuff. Got me on the right track. But anyways, like, that's the shows I used to watch, and when they were like, oh, his heart is beating, I'd be like, oh no, he's gonna die, his heart's beating, no. So at 5 years old, I wouldn't really understand. Well, I guess I did understand what death was, but different strokes for different folks. I didn't understand that your heart beating was good. She didn't understand that death was final. Obviously, because she went to the police and told them exactly what she did when they came. She said that he kept crying, and that's what she decided to do, was to go put him in the bathtub until he stopped crying. He stopped crying, all right, and breathing and living, for that matter. But it's just crazy. Like, to me, I don't think that she could really be charged. I'm not a lawyer or anything. This is just me talking. You can listen if you want. You can turn it off if you want. I don't really care. But enjoy it either way. But like, she probably doesn't understand. You know what I mean? Like, that's wrong. You can't kill people at 5 years old. I don't know. It's hard to say. Either way, though, they need to look at the parents, because if that's what this little girl thought to do, that's the only way she could think to make this baby stop crying. There's something seriously wrong with these parents or whoever is raising this kid. Like, there's something wrong. Something wasn't taught correctly in this household. If drowning somebody or putting their head underwater is the first thing that you think, like, how can I get you to stop crying? I'm gonna go put your head underwater. That's not what I think. I'm sure that's not what I've ever thought when somebody was crying. Like, oh, I might walk away and leave you, or just ask you to stop, or something like that. But I was never like, you know what? All this crying has got to go, and it should go to the bottom of the bathtub. That's where it should go when the bathtub's full. So, that's real crazy. I'm interested to see what happens with this. I'm very, very interested. It's an odd thing. It's an odd occurrence. Very odd. But, in today's day and age, there's all kinds of crazy shit happening. People are graduating here in Vallejo, and people are getting shot right and left. It's ridiculous. And I mean right and left. And houses are getting robbed, and it's crazy. It's madness. This is supposed to be a time of happiness. These children are growing up, and they're getting out into the world, and they're getting shot as soon as they get out there. And that's not good, and it's not okay. I'm tired of people getting shot. There's no reason to shoot anybody. You have no right to take anybody's life. I don't care what it's about, unless your life is directly in danger and they're going to shoot and kill you or shoot and kill one of your loved ones right there in front of you, and there's nothing else you can do about it but shoot them. But chances are you probably were doing bad shit anyways, because you don't have any business with a gun. Unless you have a license for a gun, in which case then it's not really that big of a problem. But you don't, so you shouldn't be shooting people. That's stupid. Stop shooting people. Anybody who shoots anybody, I hope you're watching this video, and I hope that you hear what I'm saying. It's dumb. You're dumb for shooting people. Probably gonna get shot for saying that, but still, it's stupid. Stop shooting people. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. I hope everybody has a safe, sound weekend. No more people getting shot. No more people doing stupid shit, fighting. Fights are inevitable, but shooting people is not. You don't have to shoot somebody. Duke it out. Fight like the good old days. I don't know. Have a, I don't know. Do something. Draw straws. See who loses. Play rock, paper, scissors. Just don't shoot each other. That's all I ask. I'm not anybody, but still, listen to me. I know some shit. I know shooting people is not okay. It's not okay. Just because Meserly got 11 months doesn't mean you will too. Remember that, okay? And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and take a shower and take my sleepy ass to bed.